So the past day here on YouTube has been interesting because large YouTubers like Jenna Marbles and Shane Dawson have been posting videos apologizing and holding themselves accountable for very racially unsettling and in general socially unsettling things they've said or done in the past throughout their videos, like throughout the past 10 years. And I started by watching Jenna's video, and I could tell she was genuinely upset, and she just recounted maybe like 2 or 3 examples of socially troubling things that she's done. And honestly, in my entire time following her, and I pride myself on usually being pretty socially educated and aware about what's acceptable and what isn't, I haven't seen her post many things that have been unacceptable. But what really concerned me at the end of her video is that she established that she might be leaving YouTube indefinitely. And that makes me sad because I think when people demonstrate that they have grown and they demonstrate accountability, I think instead of throwing in the towel, they should continue what they do while keeping that accountability in mind, because they're showing people that even when you make mistakes, if you educate yourself and you acknowledge those mistakes and correct them, you can move past those things. And throwing in the towel, to me, isn't demonstrating that necessarily. And of course, it's her decision to do what she's going to do, but I just wanted to throw that out there. For Shane Dawson's situation, I think that his video was a little less cohesive than Jenna's. He was a little bit all over the place. He referenced quite a multitude of examples of racially and socially troubling things that he's done in the past, whether it be depicting stereotypes or having horrible hypothetical conversations. I've been concerned about Shane Dawson for a long time because I've seen these things, but his video sometimes would kind of go off track and focus on like justifying behavior instead of owning up to it. Now, I think by the end of it, he got his point across, and I think maybe when making the video, he may have just been feeling a lot of emotions and was all over the place, but I think both of their apologies are genuine. Like, I feel that they're genuine, and I hope that they continue to grow as people. But the truth is, this is something that I've seen on YouTube for a long time, and unfortunately, people have not been holding themselves accountable enough. I am grateful that we are now entering a period where people are holding themselves accountable more so, because I've been on YouTube since like 2006 and 2007. I've seen this platform grow. It went from meaningful, like face-to-face, like personal conversations to comedy shock value content. And a lot of that shock value content is often socially infused with troubling things that are meant to make people laugh, but horribly date themselves in a way, let's just say. And like, I am just happy that Jenna and Shane are setting the stage for this, and I really hope that other YouTubers follow suit, hold themselves accountable, and also continue to be vigilant about their accountability. But one other thing that I do want to speak to is I want to talk a little bit about cancel culture, because I think that sometimes cancel culture can be used productively, and I also think cancel culture can be used unjustly. This is just my opinion, mind you. I believe that cancel culture should not apply to people or figures who acknowledge their mistakes, hold themselves accountable for them, and work vigilantly to improve their behavior. I really don't feel like if somebody makes a mistake and they correct the mistake and do better, I don't think they should be canceled, because you are taking educational moments, and you are telling people that no matter what they do, even if it might be a small mistake or a mistake that is simply a mistake made out of ignorance, you're telling them that they'll never come back from them if they make those types of mistakes. And it creates a culture of fear where people don't have meaningful interaction, where people don't make connections because of that fear. I think that cancel culture should be reserved for situations for people who refuse to hold themselves accountable, who refuse to take responsibility for their actions. Case in point, let's talk about the YouTuber Onision. I've done videos about Onision before. Numerous people have done videos about Onision before, but he's still a content creator on this platform despite all of the unbelievably troubling things that he has done or said for shock value. Not to mention the people that he has abused, But, there are so many videos out there. If you aren't aware of that, go check it out. But he's still here. I believe that cancel culture should be reserved for people like him because he refuses to hold himself accountable and he refuses to take responsibility for literally anything that he has done. He just keeps doing it. I could say the same for other YouTubers as well. There are others out there like that. But I think this is a very important moment on YouTube, and I hope that it continues to spread because there are other YouTubers who need to hold themselves accountable. YouTubers who I think would be willing to try to hold themselves accountable, unlike Onision who won't. Like, say, James Charles. I think he's one of them. PewDiePie, some of the things that he has said, although I know that he has made some effort to hold himself accountable. Let's see, Logan Paul. I don't think Logan Paul holds himself accountable enough because he says he has done some pretty unsettling things in the past. But that's just a few. That's just a few. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that briefly because I think that there's a change happening on YouTube, and I think it's an important change. And I'm hoping that this might be a transition for us all, a transition on this platform where shock value takes less of a spotlight and all of the troubling aspects of it giving way to other people who are producing meaningful, educational, and even interesting content. So anyway, share your thoughts in the comment section below. Even if you disagree with me, I do love having meaningful conversation. And if you want to check out Jenna and Shane's videos, I have those linked below so you can see them for context. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your night, and thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Bye.